Happy 4th of July and a good morning to you. I always loved it when I was teaching. I taught for 42 years chorus and piano. And when I had the opportunity to teach my students about the story behind the national anthem, it was always a cool experience because most of the time they didn't know the story. I bet you've heard of Francis Scott Key. Francis was about 35 years old. He was a lawyer and he was a poet. And it was during the War of 1812. He was at Fort McHenry. And one of his friends had been captured. I think he was a physician. And he had been captured aboard a British ship in the harbor there at Fort McHenry. And they sent Francis to negotiate the release of his friend. But I guess the table got turned because a battle ensued. And instead of accomplishing his mission, he ended up being captured himself. So he was a prisoner on the ship. And there was a terrible battle going on at Fort McHenry. And I remember seeing pictures of Fort McHenry, and the flag there is just humongous. It's amazing. And I just expect that wherever he was imprisoned on the ship, he must have had a porthole because he could look out through the night and see the flag. And he starts his poem called what was it called? It was the poem or something like that to Fort McHenry. I can't remember now. But his poem became a song, and I believe it was in 1913 that it became our national anthem. But it's interesting to me that what he wrote was just what he saw. And he starts his poem with a question, and he ends it with a question. And let's see if I can say the words. It's always different. It's easier to sing the words, but let's see if I can say it and get it right. But as I say the words of the national anthem, I want you to envision what Francis Scott Key was seeing. It goes like this. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? I hope I didn't forget anything. But it was set to a tune that was a familiar, like a pop tune, I guess, in those days, and they used to sing it. I think it was something to Anacreon in heaven. It was a tune they used to sing in the pubs, and they set these lyrics to that tune. And so it wasn't intended to be a slow song or a song sung by individuals as a special solo. I think it was meant to be sung together in celebration that that flag is still there, is still waving. We are still the land of the free, the home of the brave. So why don't you, in celebration of 4th of July, sing it with me. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Well, I'm pretty sure I missed part of the lyrics when I was speaking it. Sorry about that. But you think about what Francis Scott Key saw when he was imprisoned on that ship, when he wrote those words. Makes all the difference when you know the story behind the song. Well, I'm performing tonight at the Crittenton Eclipse Hobson July 4th celebration. It's going to be great. I've got a lot of special things lined up. I hope if you're in the 757 that you'll come on out. I will try to live stream. It's I never know for sure if I can get it done, but I'll try. You be blessed today and happy 4th of July. I will talk to you later.